Another day in paradise.
Come on!
Shoes, should Stu choose the shoes he choose?
If two witches watch two watches, which witch would watch which watch?
That's pretty good. Welcome to Coffee with Kyle. We are going to be shooting a series of videos where I'll be discussing industry topics and how they affect you and your insurance policies. I'm Kyle.corsiglia, and I'm a business insurance advisor over at Meyers Glaros. I specialize in everything from construction to manufacturing to restaurants and everything in between. You name it, we can insure it. Today, I'm joined by Ryan Kickert, personal lines advisor at Meyers Glaros. Ryan, how's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's Friday, so.
Friday, a lot of changes going on in your life pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep, getting married in September and just closed on a house last month, so. Yeah.
Those are the days. Those are the days.
I don't know how I'm not great at
Just wait. If the camera catches it, I'm sorry.
Are you grand?
Oh yeah. It'll come.
Oh man.
32. You'll get there. Don't worry.
Be 28 in 2 months, so.
I'm a little jealous, I'll be honest. Don't dye your hair. Let it happen, man. Just let it happen naturally.
My dad's gray, so I'm sure I'll get there soon.
Yeah, there you go.
Soon.
All right, Ryan. Tell me a little bit about what you do here at Meyers Glaros.
Yeah, so I work in personal lines. I just run the day-to-day quoting, and then I make Mike and Cheryl busy. So it's great.
Make Mike and Cheryl busy. Today, I think you're the perfect person for this topic because we're going to talk about construction costs, and more specifically, how they relate to the insurance policies of anybody who would be watching this video that owns a property. First, I want you to give me the definition of what replacement cost is.
Yeah, replacement cost is the cost to replace it rather than actual cash value. So if you have actual cash value, they're going to take depreciation into effect, and you probably get less on a claim. So you really want replacement costs on anything from personal property to the rebuilding of your home.
Yeah, you want to have the ability to put it back up, same kind and quality materials, you got to have replacement costs. Otherwise, like you said, actual cash value, they're going to depreciate it, which
especially in this market right now, yeah, you're
not going to give you all the money you need to be able to rebuild that sucker, that's for sure. So let's talk a little bit about misconceptions about replacement costs. So the first thing that popped into my head was, it's not market value, right? It's not intended to be like a sales price.
No.
Like, for example, location isn't even accounted for when you're looking at replacement costs. They don't care about that. So, like, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so, I mean, replacement cost, it's more to keep you, like, feel secure when a claim's going through. It's not market value at all. It's more to save you and also the insurance company.
Yes. So like location, for example, is always an easy one to bring up because my favorite quote from people when they talk about replacement costs is they're like, I could never sell my building for that much. And I always will like to say, well, if you had a lakefront home, how much is the location of your home accounting for the sales price of it?
Exactly. I mean, the lake that I'm going to be at soon, you got probably $1 million houses on there, but that's because it's lakefront property, not because the house itself is
right.
$1 million. So yeah, don't listen to the Zestimate on Zillow about how much your house is. That's not replacement cost.
No, not a fair reality to what it would actually cost if you went out, got bids, and someone had to redo the roof or redo the basement and everything in between, right? So, all right. Well, now we have a better understanding of what replacement cost is. Let's maybe just dive in. I pulled some stats. So the U.S. Census Bureau, they ran stats on construction costs. They do this every year. So April was the most recent one that they have completed. And I'm just curious if you have a thought on April 2022 versus April 2021. What do you think the fluctuation is percent-wise of construction costs between those time periods?
Well, it was already high in April.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. 15%.
That's a really good guess. 18%.
18.
For residential construction, April 2022 is 18% higher than April 2021. So, what are you doing when you're running quotes for people to try and account for the massive fluctuations in construction costs right now?
Well, it's a good thing for me, the insurance company that I quote through, whichever one, they automatically run like replacement cost like estimator. So usually those are relatively high already, but then I tack on, make sure that you're insured for 125% of your value just in case if something were to happen and there wasn't enough funds to rebuild, let's say it's a complete loss, at least you have that 25% extra cushion on there. 25%, let's say you're covered for $400K and you got 25%, you're well over. So rather be safe than sorry.
Safe than sorry, especially right now with 18%, and you're accounting for above and beyond that on anything that comes through the door, which is good. I think that's probably the right approach to take. But I mean, either way, when you're doing the replacement costs that the companies provide, you're normally customizing them right to be able to say if the roofing material is different, or if the you have a siding house versus a fill in the blank brick home, whatever, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure. I mean, a lot of times they pre-populate what they think the house is. You got to make sure you're looking at it. I've seen a lot of houses that come with masonry in their frame for sure.
Yep.
So you got to make sure everything is correct before you run the replacement cost estimator, and then after that you kind of just finagle with it and see what you got.
Sure.
So
proactive, I think, is like the key though, right? Especially right now, you want to be proactive as you can be with making sure that everything lines up with expectations versus reality. So inflation guard for me is a big thing on commercial policies. We talked about this briefly this morning. So like most of the policies that I work on businesses wise, about 4% has been the gold standard for the past few years. Even with the 18% bump, that little bit of 4% every year increasing onto your property value is not going to be enough. So your focus though is strictly on new, not necessarily on renewal, so inflation guard is less of a concern for you. But how many of the quotes that you've ran for people, when you've been able to compare, have you seen that the values fluctuate pretty significantly? Has it been pretty consistent that you've been recommending higher values for people?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I feel like a lot of insurance companies in the industry, not just with us, are kind of using that. I mean, rarely do I come across from like, whoa, you're like over 100K underinsured.
Sure.
So for the most part, it looks pretty similar. So, but I do run that, go over the client if he has. So what I like is getting the deck pages from who we currently have, and then we go from there. But if I see like a big increase, I will bring it up to them like, hey, this is where we are at with your replacement costs. I don't know where your current company was at with that, but this is kind of what the market's doing right now. So this is what I recommend. And a lot of companies you can't even you can't process the quote under what they have at replacement cost.
Sure. So I mean, it's regardless, you're running a replacement cost on essentially everything you're quoting.
Yeah, correct.
There's no other way to do it, really. In commercial lines, at least, we see a lot of clients who have been underinsured because they've been with one company for a lot of years, maybe don't have enough of an inflation guard in their policy to cover that buff every year. What about the companies that you're working on? How much are they fluctuating in their values? Are they pretty wild too?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few that I see them that like when I'm running all these numbers, I'll jot down, their coverage angle, like where we're at. There's a few companies that are just like really making sure that they're covered if there's a claim. So, but that's a good Mike and Cheryl question too, because they see all the renewals and where they're at. I mean, inflation guard we talked about this morning. I personally didn't write anything with inflation guard because I don't have to. It's more on the company side, but Mike said that most companies put 12% in there, so you're also tacking on another 12 on top of the 25 that I write you with. So
sure. Yeah, not a bad idea right now.
No.
So for me, last thing I wanted to mention was right now we've been running replacement costs every 2-3 years. You're doing it every year, and even for us, this year we've had a pretty big shift where we've basically just done it on almost every account that crosses our table, whether we currently insure you or we're trying to work with you from the outside looking in. And I think moving forward, it's got to be the standard just to make sure.
Yeah.
Last thing you want is a co-insurance penalty.
Yeah, I don't see this stopping anytime soon. But I know that like for renewals, I have seen some. I think companies right now are taking it into effect. They're doing it on their own. Yeah. So I mean, you might see a price increase, but that's most likely because your coverage A went up. So, and coverage A is the dwelling of your home. So, and I'm using insurance lingo, so that is your dwelling.
That's how you know you've been in for too long. You got anything else? Closing comments on this portion?
Give me a call if you need help with your insurance. Keep me busy. I'm available.
Glowing endorsement. Yeah, he'll answer the phone. I'm gonna play a little game now.
Okay.
We're gonna play real or fake, and I'm only holding this because I don't want you to see the answers ahead of time.
Oh, I can't read that far anyway.
This is good. So I'm gonna give you the name of an insurance policy. I'm gonna give you no context clues. I'm gonna give you no details on what it covers or what the intention of it is, and you need to tell me whether it's a real policy and it actually exists, someone has it somewhere, or it's just totally fake and I made it up.
Okay.
All right. I got 8 of them.
Okay.
So the first one, and maybe if you want to reason with yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Maybe I'll try to shoot it real quick.
Okay. All right. Coconut insurance.
Coconut insurance. Oh, so are we diving into the commercial side of things? Because I mean, if you have a
this
company, you know.
Any and every.
I'm gonna say true.
No, this one is fake.
Fake.
As
Okay.
far as I know. I mean, if someone could get hit in the head in coconut, it might be a covered claim, but
Yeah.
I don't know of any coconut insurance policy that's out there as of right now.
Check Hawaii.
That's probably where you have to be concerned, right?
50 states. Hey, you've been watching. You've seen that.
All right, second one, lottery insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah, lottery insurance is definitely real. You see people running office pools all the time, and it's supposed to be in case one of the offices wins the lottery, and the employees just decide all up and quit.
That would be wild.
That'd be nuts. I guess maybe that's why we don't run any office pools around here. Who cares?
Yeah, get on that, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Next one, alien abduction insurance.
I mean, with the recent, findings, I guess, of, secrets coming out.
You don't have to air quote it.
Yeah, I don't think yet.
There are policies written for alien abduction insurance.
You are wasting your money if you endorse that.
I think I found.
How do you prove that?
I think I found one situation where a person submitted a claim and actually got a small payout. One all time. But I don't know if this is a Roswell thing or what the deal is, but apparently it's a
How do you
real
submit that? How do you prove that?
I think they need a lot of backup.
You're wasting your money. You put that on there. You put that on there. I will put that on there.
I don't think
That's ridiculous.
I don't think seeing a logo in a crop field is going to be able to cover you in that case.
Yeah, like, I mean, how's the adjuster go up there? Be like, yeah, that's he did disappear via alien.
Yeah, I saw him. He into the sky.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
These the head prices on there?
I have no.
Like how much that would be?
I don't know. You want to write one?
No, I mean it's like $5 extra. I mean, you never know. But that's wild.
All right, number 4, Loch Ness monster insurance.
I did a project on Loch Ness Monster in middle school. Big Nessie guy. So I'm gonna say true.
I couldn't find anything on this.
Well,
It's fake.
it's
Sorry,
true.
sorry.
It's true.
Was the Loch Ness monster real?
I said yes.
You said yes.
I just want it to be. I mean,
Well,
I want to visit. I want to visit over there. But yeah, I said yes back in middle school.
Wow. It's too bad that cameras weren't better then.
Yeah.
The picture could just be high def, and you'd be like, oh, it's just some.
I think the picture's fake.
Yeah.
Like that, black and white image.
Yeah.
I think that's fake, but you never know. I think it'd be cool. I don't know. Something about that would be sweet.
You know what I heard? I heard that the Loch Ness monster has, it's stayed hidden for some reason, it has channels on the ends of the bog that it can go through. And if people can't find it.
Yeah, I have heard that too. That
So Bigfoot is obviously real then too, right?
No.
No, Bigfoot's not real.
Yeah, I don't. There's just so much weird stuff going on right now.
I mean,
there was like a Sharkcano like 2 weeks ago that I read of that. I don't even know if that's real or not, but I think it is. I don't know. Like these sharks were like in this volcano in the ocean and it's erupted. And like there's like crazy sharks going on. I don't know the stuff that I read online. It's real or not, but that'd be kind of cool. So you never can put anything, I guess.
No. Yeah.
To bed.
No.
As Mike would say, put it to bed.
All right, number 5. Death by laughter insurance. Death by laughter.
I'd like to say that I've gotten a few people in my life to that point almost.
Yes. So you think
I'm gonna say yeah.
this is a real policy.
Okay.
Can you think of applicability for where somebody would buy this policy?
Stand-up comedies and all that.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Basically comedians.
Yeah, I would
So,
imagine. I mean not that you want to have. That's a pretty big notch on your belt if you get someone to die because your joke was that funny. That's a big notch.
No. Oh, that's too big of a notch. I'm taking a break from the road for a notch.
I'm selling more tickets with that one.
All right, 6. Tiny dancer insurance.
Like the Elton John song?
At least you know who it is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna say yes. I don't really know what that means, but.
Yeah, neither do I, 'cause I made it up.
You did? Okay. I'm just happy I knew who it was. So.
Okay. Number 7. Body part insurance.
Body part insurance.
Body part.
Not a specific.
So, any body part.
I mean, just bodily injury.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But could you?
let's say true.
Yeah, it is real.
Okay.
Specifically for like high-profile actors, actresses, or for like athletes.
Carrie Underwood insures her legs.
Yes.
Fun fact.
Yes.
Crazy.
So you did know about this one.
Yeah, yeah. Like Troy Polamalu insured his hair.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's legit, and that's why Head and Shoulders is on him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah, that's
Even
smart.
retired, like you can't let it go now. It's just a part of who he is. No, but athletes like soccer stars insuring their legs.
Oh yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo's probably got huge
Oh.
insurance on that left boot.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart though.
Oh yeah.
Cover your
I
university
mean,
money.
he's already a billionaire, so I mean, it's
All right, last one. Here's one that's. I'm not trying to jinx you, I promise. Cold feet insurance.
cold feet insurance. Is there like a definition?
It's
like
so
where
this is more of like a. It's like an ad lib term. It's not like actually saying my feet are freezing.
Oh yeah, no, I know that. Like you go to like John Bermuda, you don't get it because you got the yips. I don't know. I'm gonna say no.
This was real. Think of a situation.
Yeah, I mean, cold feet. You know, I mean, I guess if you're going to close on a policy and you all of a sudden, like I said, you get the yips and I don't know.
What's the biggest?
How can you use
What's the biggest contract signing that somebody might want to back out of last minute?
like in a professional, like an athlete?
Anything.
I would say an athlete. I don't know. Mahomes just signed for $50 million a year.
I think you're thinking too broad. Narrow it down to close to home for you.
Backing out of a house.
You're getting there. I think she knows the answer.
Oh, I was not going anywhere. So yeah, no, I was not going anywhere. So okay.
These
I guess
policies
that-
are messy if you decide to back out of a wedding.
Back out of a
That's
wedding.
the intention of the policy. But from what I read, it
And you
sounds
get
like,
money for that?
Well, it sounds
How much
like
money you get?
I don't know.
I don't know. We might have a play here.
It sounds like year in advance sort of deal, not like at the altar someone stands you up. You're screwed if that happens, buddy. I'm sorry.
That's what you can say. She starts walking down and she's like, I'm not doing this. She's like, well, I got cold feet insurance, so joke's on you. I'm getting paid still.
That's only if you do your prep work a year in advance.
That's wild. I did not even think that was.
I guess if you put a bunch of money down and all the companies are like, hey, fat deposit, no money back, at least you got cold feet insurance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see where that comes into play there. It's like,
Like a destination wedding, 3 years in advance, booked venue, sort of a deal.
oh yeah, you're spending a lot of money there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, at first, I definitely was not thinking about a wedding at that point, but I don't know.
You're trying to keep it off the mind until it's the days there.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that's not the Pretty confident here.
How'd he do? I didn't even pay attention to how many he got right.
I don't think I got that many right.
Like one.
I got like one, yeah. I was always
You were better than 1 for 8, I think.
Whatever.
All right, thanks for joining me, Ryan. Really appreciate the time today. This has been Coffee with Kyle, and man,
Do either of you guys want coffee?
I don't drink coffee. Man,
Do either of you guys want coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Oh, I was going to get it.
I thought that was a good one.
No!
You nailed it.
You guys
That was good. No, that was good. I thought that was good.
She wants another take?
Stay tuned for carpool karaoke. That's coming soon too.
Oh,
Do you want
yeah.
another one or no?
Do you want to do another?
I don't.
No,
I think
that
we're
was
good. I think we're good.
I think that was good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the host of Carpool Karaoke. That's
Are you?
gonna be a blast.
You're Jordan? Oh my.
Yeah, I will be
See,
singing.
like, the boys are like funny. I just look like an idiot.